How do you know when someone is truly using you? Have you ever felt like you're giving your all to someone, only to realize they don't care as much as you do? That's a tough pill to swallow, and it can shake your confidence to the core. But the question is, how do you recognize when this is happening, and more importantly, how do you respond without losing your sense of self-worth? Today, we'll be diving into 10 subtle signs that someone may be using you without caring for you, and how Stoicism can help you navigate these situations with strength and clarity. These aren't just signs to be aware of, but also lessons in how to maintain your inner peace and self-respect when faced with such behavior. So, if you've ever found yourself questioning a one-sided relationship, you're in the right place. Stay with me until the end as we explore how Stoicism can provide you with the wisdom to protect yourself and grow stronger in the face of adversity. Number 1. Broken promises. Have you ever had someone break a promise to you? They made a commitment and you trusted them, but when the time came to follow through, they vanished like smoke. It's a deep disappointment, but what can Stoicism teach us about this? Imagine a philosopher walking the streets of ancient Rome, lending a sum of money to a friend. The friend promises to pay it back on a specific date, but when the day comes, they're nowhere to be found. Now, instead of letting anger or frustration take over, the philosopher reflects on what is within his control. He cannot control his friend's actions, but he can control his reaction. He chooses not to let the betrayal disrupt his inner peace. Next time someone breaks a promise to you, ask yourself, can I control their actions? The answer is no. But what you can control is how you respond. Do you let it shake you, or do you remain steadfast, knowing that your peace doesn't rely on the reliability of others? Number 2. Disregard for your needs or feelings. Think of a time when you went out of your way to help someone, but they didn't even acknowledge your effort. It's a painful experience, feeling like your kindness has been taken for granted. But Stoicism reminds us that our self-worth doesn't come from external validation. In a small village in ancient Greece, a young man devotes himself to helping a friend in need. Despite his earnest efforts, the friend disregards his feelings entirely, taking his kindness for granted. The young man feels hurt, but Stoicism offers him a new perspective. His worth isn't diminished by someone else's disregard. His dignity and value are inherent. In your own life, when someone overlooks your feelings or needs, remember that their behavior reflects their character, not your value. Your happiness and self-worth are not dependent on how others treat you. Number 3. Diminishing or disdainful comments. How do you feel when someone dismisses your thoughts or achievements with a cutting remark? It's like they're trying to make you feel smaller. But here's the Stoic approach. It's not the comment that matters, but how you respond to it. Picture yourself sharing a personal success with someone, only to have them brush it off or mock it. It stings, but their words are outside of your control. You can't stop someone from saying hurtful things, but you can control whether you let their words affect your inner peace. Epictetus, a well-known Stoic philosopher, reminds us that it's not what happens to us, but how we react that matters. So, next time someone tries to diminish you with their words, don't give them the power to shake your foundation. Stay calm, stay composed, and know that their opinion doesn't define you. Number 4, absence in critical moments. When you're going through a difficult time and you look around for support only to find that the person you counted on isn't there, it can feel like you're standing in a storm alone. But Stoicism teaches us that even in these moments of abandonment, we are not powerless. Imagine being in the middle of a storm, both literally and figuratively. You turn to see if the person who promised to be there for you is by your side, but they're gone. This situation is outside of your control, but your response to their absence isn't. In moments like these, Stoicism teaches us to turn inward. You can't control the fact that they aren't there, but you can control how you choose to move forward. Will you let their absence crush you, or will you use it as an opportunity to strengthen your resilience? Number 5, guilt manipulation. Have you ever had someone make you feel responsible for their emotions, their actions, or even their mistakes? This is guilt manipulation, and it's a tactic people use to control you by playing on your emotions. Think of a Stoic philosopher in ancient Athens, observing a friend who tries to guilt-trip him into doing something against his principles. The philosopher, rooted in Stoic wisdom, sees the manipulation for what it is, a test of his integrity. Rather than giving in, he chooses to stand firm in his values, knowing that he is not responsible for the emotions or actions of others. In your own life, when someone tries to manipulate you with guilt, remember this: you are responsible for your actions, not theirs. Don't let guilt cloud your judgment or force you into decisions that go against your better judgment. Number 6, constantly asking for favors without giving in return. Have you ever been in a relationship where the other person seems to always ask for favors, yet never offers anything in return? It's draining, and it leaves you feeling like you're being used. Stoicism teaches us to give without expecting anything in return, but it also teaches us the importance of setting boundaries. If someone continually takes without giving, it's a sign that the relationship is one-sided. Protect your energy and your time, and don't be afraid to say no when needed. Number 7, never acknowledging your efforts. It's frustrating when someone doesn't acknowledge the time and effort you put into helping them. But as a Stoic, you understand that their recognition isn't the source of your value. You give because it aligns with your values, not because you seek their approval. The Stoics teach us to act according to virtue, not for praise or acknowledgement. So, while it's nice to be appreciated, don't let someone's lack of acknowledgement make you question your worth. Your actions are enough. Number 8, they only reach out when they need something. How many times have you heard from someone out of the blue, only to realize they're reaching out because they need something? It can feel like you're being used as a tool, not a valued friend or partner. Stoicism teaches us to recognize this behavior without letting it disturb our peace. When someone only contacts you when they need something, it's an opportunity for self-reflection. Ask yourself, is this relationship reciprocal, or am I being taken advantage of? Once you have clarity, you can choose how to proceed, whether that means setting boundaries or stepping away from the relationship. Number 9, emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is one of the most insidious forms of control. It happens when someone plays with your emotions to get what they want. But as a Stoic, you understand that you are the master of your emotions, not anyone else. When faced with emotional manipulation, remember that you control how you react. You can't stop someone from trying to manipulate you, but you can refuse to let them succeed. Stay grounded, stay rational, and don't let their manipulation dictate your actions. Number 10. Lack of support in your success. Finally, have you ever noticed that someone is absent or indifferent when you achieve something great? They don't celebrate your success, and maybe they even downplay it. Stoicism teaches us to find fulfillment in our own achievements without relying on others to validate them. Celebrate your own successes, even if others don't. Your self-worth comes from within, not from the praise or approval of others. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching.